Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled The Mitzvah of Orla and Eretz Yisrael. Pasuk in Kedoshim writes that when you enter Eretz Yisrael, it's Shlishi Kedoshim, and you plant trees, you have the Mitzvah of Orla, which means that for the first 3 years you do not partake of any of the fruits. In the 4th year you can partake of the fruits, but you have to redeem them. And in the 5th year, they're regular fruits. You treat it like any other fruit tree with truma and maasair on all of those halachot. So it seems from the pasuk there's a mitzvah hatluya ba'aretz. It's a mitzvah that you have only in Eretz Yisrael, and you don't have it in chutz outside of Eretz Yisrael. Yet the Gemara Kedushin discusses the mitzvah and writes that the mitzvah does imply to chutz. As a matter of fact, it's halacha Moshe Sinai. It's from the oral tradition all the way back to Moshe to Sinai. That applies in Chutz La'aretz as well. And there's a halachic difference in Israel. If there's a suffix, if there's a question if it's orla or not, we are more stringent. And in Chutz La'aretz, if a suffix tree, if it's a suffix question whether it's orla or not, we are lenient. The obvious question is why, if it does apply in Chutz La'aretz as well and outside of Israel, why does it right? When you enter Israel, then you have a mitzvah of Orla. It says when you enter Israel, you plant trees, and you have a mitzvah of Orla. So the Or Chaim writes that here in this pasuk we have 3 mitzvot. 1, the mitzvah of coming to Eretz Israel. 2, the mitzvah of planting trees in Israel. And 3, the mitzvah of Orla. So the Nachshoni picks up on this, and Rabbi Lechman, in his book on the Parsha in Eretz Yisrael, quotes the Nachshoni, writes that it's true you have the mitzvah in Chutz La'aretz as well, but over here there's a different aspect. Totally. Here there's a mitzvah to move to Eretz Yisrael. There's a mitzvah to plant the trees in Eretz Yisrael, and then actually you'll have the mitzvah of Orla as well. In Chutz La'aretz, you don't need to move to Chutz La'aretz, obviously. You don't need to plant in Chutz La'aretz. But if you happen to have trees in Chutz La'aretz, so then you have the mitzvah of Orla. That's true. It does apply there. But over here, you have the full expression of moving and planting and the mitzvah of Orla as well. It's much richer over here. When you go ahead and you plant trees in Eretz Yisrael and you add to the agriculture of Eretz Yisrael, and you beautify the land, you make it more functional, there's more food, fruits, vegetables for the people to eat, that's all part of Yishuv Haaretz. Yishuv Haaretz is very, very inclusive. It is not only physically living in Eretz Yisrael, it is doing anything that will enhance Eretz Yisrael, the Yishuv Haaretz, the dwelling here. And that's why the Chassam Sofer in his commentary on Sukkah says that it's not only the planting, it is doing anything that enhances the economy, the agriculture, the business here, the prosperity of Eretz Yisrael. That's all part of the mitzvah of Yishuv Haaretz. So therefore, we understand why Orla is written about in a different way. Yes, it applies in Chutz La'aretz, but here the Torah is trying to stress the mitzvah of coming to Eretz Yisrael and planting Eretz Yisrael, and then the mitzvah of Orla as well. And the oral tradition tells us that there's a mitzvah of Chutz La'aretz as well. So in sum, we have the mitzvah applying both here and in Chutz La'aretz, but the richness of the mitzvah is only here in Eretz Yisrael, where the mitzvah comes to plant, you enhance the land, you make it a greater place to live, and the Chassam Sofer takes it that step further, that you do anything that makes this a greater place to live and to dwell. That's the full expression of Yishuv Eretz Yisrael, the mitzvah of living in Eretz Yisrael. Shalom.